Didn't study at Princeton, but a proven convict. I'm more like a Winston and got friends like John Wick. Some spent time in Kingston, others were gone quick. There just ain't too many places you can move me from. On my white boy flow, I'm about to drop a doozy, son. Bars hitting heavy like an extended Uzi drum. Only a handful living life they make movies from. 3 sheets to the wind, and I still be spitting better. You can't be fair skinned and suck at the written letter. They'll never have me pinned, only getting better. Lord knows I've sinned with that forbidden cheddar. Originality can be astounding the game, but it seems auto-tune got you all sounding the same. Time to take your own lane instead of crowding the train. You know pigs saying to me if there's no loud.
Welcome back to another 420 Basics. As usual, I'm joined here by my cohort, Ryan from Wakeland. Ryan, how you doing?
Hey.
Let's start off how we normally start off, with a bong.
All right.
Getting some deja vu. Well, I guess you're getting some deja vu, but not some deja hearing.
True.
Sorry about that, guys. We did leave our sound off, and we'll pay a punishment by doing extra bongs. Oh, and what a punishment it is.
Thank you, Zazilov, for letting us know.
It's amazing what happens when you turn the audio on.
Oh, yeah.
We had the mic muted, but... All right. So, not a ton happening right now besides the fact that, let's just jump into the funnest news story. Because DC is always in trouble. They always have something going wrong. They don't seem to be able to get it straight to make a film that's going to work. And now, as we thought they may have turned it around, and getting Ezra Miller doing The Flash worked out so well. Our friend Ezra Miller, as Ezra identifies, has been charged in Hawaii. Now, this is something many people have been talking about. The quick story breakdown is simple. They were at a bar and saw a married couple doing karaoke and decided to verbally accost them and got on stage, and then followed them back to their hotel room where they proceeded to, and I keep saying they as if there's more than one, but I'm using the preferred pronouns of Ezra Miller. Ezra then proceeded to break into the married couple's hotel room and steal their passport and other documentation while verbally accosting them some more. So now DC has put a hold on all projects involving Ezra, which primarily, and the one everyone needs to be the most concerned about, obviously, is The Flash.
Yeah.
Because DC was taking a big swing by doing the Flashpoint Paradox right off. And, this is a movie that's going to set, even in the WB series, the Flashpoint Paradox changed everything across every show.
Yeah, exactly. And
you remember, dude had a son and then had a daughter?
Yeah.
Most notably, a character from an entirely different show, Centurion? Is that his actual name? In the comics it is, I'm pretty sure, but what's his? Diggs? Diggle.
Yeah.
Diggle has a son in season 3 or 4 of Archer, and then all of a sudden season 5 starts and Diggle's got a girl, and in between season 2 and 3 of Flash, he does the whole go back in time, save my mom, oops, go back and make sure my mom gets murdered thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
And all of a sudden that's why Diggle has a kid, and then when they get to the...
And then there's Flash Lad that appears, that is his wife's brother.
No, that's just that
whole paradox.
Kid Flash for
Kid
a while.
Flash, sorry.
But when they entered into the second or the third major crossover event, he actually tells Diggle about that. I'm like, yeah, sorry, dude, you had a son. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, yeah. This is why it's so important that we don't just go back in time and change shit, because you had a son, you used to be married to this person. Like, they start listing off all this stuff, and they're like, shit, man, you really fucked us all up. And then, yeah, you did. But in this case, this, again, something that was going to set the whole tone for all of DC to come has now, everything's been put on hold.
In DC's case, it might be a blessing in disguise, because we all know they probably weren't ready for the movie anyways. So this could give them the Snyder's cut right away.
I think the number one thing, I think what we'll end up seeing is a couple will get more of the fun background stuff, like they did with Shazam, right? They put out Justice League and then Shazam, and didn't tie them directly together, but sort of tied them together with a couple of YouTube videos and a shoulder down cameo shot.
Yeah.
Like what? They couldn't get Henry Cavill for one fucking day or anybody, but they had to do a shoulder down fake out of Superman. That was such bullshit.
Oh yeah. They got Shazam 2 coming out.
Yay! I mean, it's good that they made a couple of kids movies with adult content in them. They're good at that, but in the end, I was actually turning around on my opinion, and I thought Flashpoint Paradox could do well. They're bringing back all the right people, all the right stars and actors and stuff. So I was looking forward to that, but apparently that's not happening, at least not at the moment.
All we got is Aquaman 2.
Aquaman 2, which leads us into our next piece of news. Ryan's going to tell you all about a new superhero that's coming to live action. And again, the best version of him is from this show.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know who that is, it's Aqualad. Basically, he fights with the new Justice League, which is led by Robin, or as we know as Jason. That was his last name.
No, Drake.
Is it Drake?
Timothy Drake is.
Timothy Drake. Okay.
Because Jason Todd
he
doesn't last long as Robin, and he becomes Red Hood,
yeah,
and he becomes Joker.
So, so we got he's in the Young Justice League. So Aquaman 2 is gonna lead the Iron Aqualad, I'm assuming.
Or the Teen Titans.
Which it's gonna be a TV show produced on HBO. So by Charlie Theron, so definitely go check it out.
So we're not getting we're getting live action, but not a full movie. We're getting
live action
a
show.
new series. Is this going to tie to have they discussed tying this to the DCEU or?
I think they're just trying to compete with Disney right now with the shows because they kind of fell off. Like I know they saw Superman, the new one with WB, but I haven't checked it out. Have you?
Nope.
Yeah, and I think just having going with the new formula that Marvel is, having 6 or 7 episodes is coming out weekly is kind of the direction that HBO is probably going to be going to.
Yeah, 6 to 10 is Marvel's kind of standard now.
Yeah.
Which we will be talking about episode 3 of Moon Knight this evening.
Which makes sense.
No, we'll be talking about episode 2 of Moon Knight this evening and just saying whether we liked episode 3 or not. What? How do you think they're going to introduce Iron Lad? Do you think they're going to do son of, or do you think just blood relative, or just someone who has an experiment happen and like?
He's either going to be an Atlantean, and I guess I don't know. Yeah, Atlantean that maybe has discovered some power in his ancestors related to.
They were actually just talking about recasting. Aquaman's love interest, Amber. Is that Amber Heard? Is that the actress that plays the redhead in Aquaman?
I think so. Yeah.
So it just apparently there's no chemistry whatsoever between the two. So they were looking at possibly recasting, but apparently after some negotiation, have decided to stick with her. I don't know if that negotiation means that they're like, "Hey, be better or fuck off," or if it's we'll give you another chance because you deserve it. I didn't find her to be that impactful in the movie. In fact, looking back, I barely remember her being in it.
Yeah.
And I think in Aquaman, we already had Aquaman 2, didn't we? No, we didn't.
We haven't yet. But yeah, I feel like if they do go with the sun, that would be kind of cool. The sun route.
But yeah, they're going to have to fix that relationship and work on that because it doesn't feel like they're even a relationship when you watch the movie.
No, yeah.
Like, oh, great, you might have dated in high school.
Yeah, something like that.
So I'm like, I'm not really feeling that these two are going to have a kid in one movie.
Yeah.
Or think of a flashback to him fucking some sailor's daughter in whatever that town is Batman found him in, and boom, you got an Aqualad.
Yeah.
Because he's half human, so maybe the Aqualad's only a quarter.
And yeah, the other thing we kind of probably have to address is Aqualad is black, so that hurt.
Not always.
Not always?
No.
Okay.
In fact, as all superheroes,
I
he started out white.
Cartoon. Okay. Yeah, I guess in the 50s, 60s, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's DC, so they didn't have as much representation as Marvel.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just brewing you a nice hot.
Even if come to think about it, they don't really have a lot of non-Caucasian heroes in DC.
They
And
did
all
Black
of it, we
Superman,
actually
didn't
know
they?
that about it.
They did Black Superman,
Much true. I do have that comic. So they do.
Black Adam.
So,
Of course, very racistly, every black character gets black put in front of their name.
yeah, that's with Marvel too, I suppose.
Oh yeah, Black Panther.
Yeah.
I mean, in that case, at least the cat is actually called a Black Panther,
Mm.
so they've got some leeway on being called out for that one. But
Even the old guy in Spider-Man, Black Marvel, with the six, the Forgotten Six of the Door Ceremony.
right, yeah. Oh no, there was another one. Oh no, right.
It's Black Marvel.
Everybody thought he was white, and then
Yeah.
you found out it was a servant the whole time.
Yeah.
So even when they have a white character, they named him Black, and then hid that it was a black character the whole time. Yeah, tons of representation all over comic books. If you're someone of color, let me know. Do you feel represented in comic books? I fear not. All right, Ryan, you ready for a dab?
I am.
All right, let's get it. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Hit it and spin it quickly. Go. How's that taste?
It's pretty good, actually.
Of course, that is from our sponsor, Mad Dab Labs. As all of our stuff comes from two places, either all of our smokables come from Mad Dab Labs. All of our glassware comes from Liquid Chrome. You can find them out, respectively, at maddablabs.com or liquidchrome.com. As well, please check out liftedlachance.com, and you can buy one of these t-shirts by going through our collections area. And, of course, we're giving away a bong. We're giving away a t-shirt, a dugout. We're giving away so much stuff on 420, both for our viewers and in person at a major event we're throwing.
I'm joined by physicists.
But, I don't know, before we talk about that, let's actually see a video from our sponsor. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're going to do a 30-second countdown so everyone in the chat or everyone out there can join and both do a bong at the same time. So at the end, we're going to come back. We're all going to say bongo time. Well, Ryan and I'll say bongo time, and then we're going to smoke the bong. So see you in 30 seconds. Bongo time.
Bongo time.
Bongo time.
So we are joined now by the unmasked physicist Zazie Law, or Zach. the star from the ankle cam, whatever you want to call him. Welcome, Zach. How you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. And I don't think anyone on the stream's mentioned yet. It's your birthday, Barry. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And it is. I turned 40 at 6:20 something this morning. And here I am, a 40-year-old man that smokes weed on the internet.
I'll smoke to that.
Oh, so.
Well, you have to do your 40th at 4:20.
Yeah.
Or what time? The episode. Yeah.
Have to have an even more special event on my 42nd.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
For a real 420. Because unless we got opted into the main structure, I don't think any of us are making it to 420. As in 420.
Yeah, I was thinking of the super. What was the mega structure? Is that what it was in Moonfall?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exostructures? Mega structure? I don't remember what he called it now.
Mega or superstructure? For the chat that doesn't know, we're talking about Moonfall movie that we just reviewed, and it was very ridiculous. The moon rolled on the earth.
I was just getting rid of images, and I already got rid of the moon fail. And now I'm getting rid of Moonfall. Because we don't need that shit here.
I heard you guys talking Marvel stuff earlier, and I have a Morbius update.
Okay.
Good timing with that. I was watching Queen Goldie's channel that also talks about this kind of stuff on Twitch last night, and she was visiting the Morbius Discord. They have an official Discord, and I don't know what went wrong, but they have no moderators, and it just seems that they forgot about it, and now it's completely taken over by trolls, and it's freaking hilarious what's going on.
It's amazing.
And they have like stuff like enter for a chance to have a Q&A with Jared Leto by like April 3rd, and like nothing was announced, and it's just a complete disaster.
Amazing. Ryan had actually spent most of last night on Twitch.
Yeah, we were with you and Sabrina.
I noticed you guys in the Sabrina solo show. What'd you think, having seen now an extended segment of it? I think I got the impression you liked it.
Yeah, it was definitely entertaining for sure.
I mean, she's on the front page of Twitch a couple times a week at least, including yesterday, where I think she 2,500 viewers. So
yeah, she's getting money. We definitely saw that.
It's it was kind of awesome to watch how many friends we have in there, and like being asked what our topic is tonight in her chat last night was that kind of blew my mind.
Yeah.
Now you're starting to see how I saw it, where it's like, what is going on here?
Oh yeah, no, I can see how Bezos has started to control us. All hail the one true leader.
Yeah, and I actually passed my achievement for giving Sabrina 25,000 bits. Mind you, that's over a year, but I got the badge now.
You've given her $2,500.
$250.
Oh, okay. We did have that wrong then.
A bit is a penny.
So 10,000 means 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we thought it meant 1,000. We were off a little bit.
When that guy gave her 10,000 bits yesterday, or 20,000, it was either 100 or 200, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Damn, that Dewey Decimal System.
I couldn't remember you said it was 100 to 1 or 1,000 to 1.
A bit is a penny.
Yeah.
But that person also had just directly donated $250 to her like 5 minutes previous to that.
Yeah, we watched the whole thing. That's amazing. She's a talent and totally worth it.
And
again, it was really nice to be involved in her chat, and she still seems to read a lot of what we say, which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like the third last call out.
I think I heard that.
Yeah. You were like 4 people before me. I was like the third last call. Like, that's pretty fucking cool. But But yeah, she had a great stream last night, and it was really fun to hang out and watch it.
I'll do a bongo time for Sabrina Solo show.
For sure. And anybody out there should go check out the Sabrina Solo show.
Yeah, it's killer. And got killer angles.
So just impressions. What did you guys think of the Moon Knight episode last night or today?
Excellent.
Okay.
Really, really enjoyed it.
This show is becoming one of my favorites for sure.
It is really good.
For the Marvel stuff.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's up there with Loki now, I'd say.
for sure. But I knew I was going to like this. And they're doing a really good job with it. So that's been just I think the show is so well done.
I'll admit I didn't finish it because I went to bed after 6 a.m. and fell asleep.
All right.
But I was playing Dead by Daylight, and I'm Bruce Campbell, so I think that's a worthy cause.
How much?
Bruce was $6.
Ah, that's not bad. Those microaggressions will really get you.
The Freddy one is $8, and I think that's next.
I made that same verbal joke on eSesh, and he fell over laughing. I'm like, yeah, Zach's always bitching about the microaggressions. I mean, microtransactions in Lost Ark. At first I said Arch, and he very much reads things literally. Whereas, like, I always read the comment, try and process, then say it out loud. He reads things out loud, so he's like, the fuck is Lost Arch? Oh, yeah, shit, so now I got to jump back in the comments and correct myself and such. But, actually, I think the whole reason I don't do that is because it's really funny. As a competent 40-year-old reader who's been reading my whole life and is good with math and has decent verbal skills, I refuse to read out loud.
What do you mean read out loud? Like
Crippling childhood fear.
Oh,
Still afraid to read out loud. I absolutely hate reading out loud.
I used to hate it, but now I don't care.
It was really brought to my attention when I was opening like cards and shit when my mom was here. She's like, "Well, read it out loud." I'm like, "No, if you want to read this shit, you read it afterwards." It's not like I ever mess words up or anything, but like, I don't know, with ADHD and a little bit of dyslexia here and there, I'm like, yeah, I just don't like reading out loud. Long talk, way off topic there, but
As the show goes. And speaking of which, I just want to apologize too that I have to leave shortly after 4:20 because I need to be somewhere far away.
Well, you have fun in Ireland.
Yeah.
I will be negotiating with Ireland at a fancy restaurant downtown Toronto.
I mean, what really needs to be negotiated is him coming on the show.
I'll bring that up.
Because again, he can do it from home.
In Ireland, it's true.
I'm sure he has a pipe or a bong or some joints.
And he likes movies.
Well, I mean, I think he likes movies.
Yeah, I think he likes movies.
Oh, you know how you have a friend that goes to TIFF every year? I have a friend that used to go and do all the comedy stuff I was telling about. Like the fake psychologist and shit and give away freezies. I think I convinced him to do it again this year for us, though.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. Maybe that'd be fun. And of course, then to go to TIFF with Carl.
Bongo time for Carl.
Bongo time for Carl. Is it Cheddar's birthday today or tomorrow?
Oh, crap.
It's John's birthday on Friday.
You're a drummer?
Yeah.
I think it's Scott Murray's birthday today.
It is also Scott Murray. Oh my God! If anybody out there watching, check out Scott Murray. He is just such an incredible talent. Like he is really, really brilliant and fun and a great show. He's played many of our events, and it's his birthday today.
He's okay.
It's your birthday too.
He's okay.
I love Scott Murray, and his music's great, and he's a great performer. Yes. And you can check out his acoustic stuff online, I think.
Definitely.
He's definitely a lifted artist. And as we normally do, here's a quick video for our sponsor as we catch some breath.
Start the punk rock show. For a dirty, rough and tumble show, nothing beats a dive. It's where I spent the best nights of my life. Nights I can't remember, but I won't soon forget. Punk rock isn't dead, it's still alive. Tonight, at the world's greatest dive.
Welcome back. I can breathe a little better there. I had to hack it out a bit. As we've talked about before, for all the times I said, all right, you don't have to hit a gigantic bowl every time, or told everyone to calm down. I am still hitting full bowlfuls every single fucking time, and I should probably calm down as well.
I can vouch for you doing that, and yeah, maybe you should just not do the full bowlfuls every time.
Like when I talk about some of the more ridiculous numbers of what we've smoked tonight, like when we had big nights, like that one night where it was like 50 bongo times every 20 minutes. I look back to like, man, was that mainly me? And then, yeah, it really was. Thinking that maybe I'm having a realization that I should calm down a bit altogether. But I mean, fuck it, I really enjoy being high on the internet. So let's keep smoking this way.
I heard you guys talking earlier about DC halting all Ezra Miller productions because of his charges.
Yes.
Were they not familiar with his behavior, or did he just come out of left field to do this? Like,
Cocaine's one hell of a drug.
I had no idea this is who he was outside of the screen, but that's fine. But
So, yeah, I think just as he's become popular, I don't think he was popular enough before Flash to garner. Because what did he do before Flash? Oh, right. He's the creepy kid from Fantastic Beasts, isn't he?
I haven't seen those. I've never seen him before Flash.
No, I've never seen him before Flash, to be honest.
But I guess he just became a diva and started acting crazy. Is that what happened?
They. Oh, my God. How did you forget that Ezra Miller's in your favorite movie?
Slenderman?
Ezra's name is also Kevin.
Oh, wait. He was Kevin, and we need to talk about
Kevin.
I didn't even realize. Yeah, I guess I did know that was him. I forgot.
So, I mean, he hasn't been in a ton besides Fantastic Beasts, and we need to talk about Kevin, and of course, DC properties. So, and yeah, he's a pretty creepy kid in Fantastic Beasts. So, I mean, no, I don't think he was popular enough. I don't think he was having this behavior. They came out, sorry, I keep saying he, I don't mean to. They came out as trans after Justice League, I'm pretty sure. And that seems to be the dawn of some public issues. But some people, after they go public, need to be really, really public. They need to, because they've lived a different life than they wanted to for so long that they, So I don't know where all of this leaves DC or Ezra Miller personally, but it would seem DC is not supportive of breaking into tourists' rooms, accosting them verbally, and then stealing their passports and other paperwork.
That's what they did.
That's what... Okay, this is the problem with current pronouns. I'm not saying there's a problem with using different pronouns. It's they is typically not referred to as singular, and it confuses me.
I agree.
Like, hey, man, yeah, Zach was over here last week, and they moved. No, that like I it doesn't.
Like,
I'm just learning how to.
Girl that refers to it as a dude, so it's kind of confusing because I don't even know what you guys are talking about half the time.
You think that's why I stopped in the middle of this original news cast and said a news story and said Ezra every time because it's just easier. And again, this isn't a condemnation of being trans. That is just simply my learning curve as a human being. So I hope not to offend anybody in saying I'm just used to a word being one way.
Divide and conquer is working. We're spending more time talking about trivialities about 0.4% of the population than actually just having a conversation about fun stuff.
Well, okay. I forgot to send you the article, but it was a great article on how social media has destroyed us.
Yes.
But also the points of social media that were really positive and how each time we came to positive heights of a wave, and then that wave was just shattered by the tsunami of evil.
One thing I heard too that I always think about and loved is if you're talking to 1,000 people and you're trying to say anything important, there's no way you're not going to offend at least some of those 1,000 people. And even if it's not something important, that's almost still going to always happen. So now it seems that it's been weaponized against us. You can't talk about anything because there's always going to be somebody offended by what you say, no matter what. And then you have to deal with that. And then you can't actually move forward with what you actually want to do.
I agree.
Yeah, it's maddening.
And the idea that it's my responsibility to not offend, and I mean offense being that I wouldn't offend anybody purposely. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
we have too many people that are making a career out of being a professional victim in their lives.
Yeah, and this is also why I have I actually really like that flagrant guy because he even when he is over the top offensive, he points out that I'm just joking, like I'm just being offensive for this, and
Yeah,
even
I
Bill
love
Burr has taken a step back on being Bill Burr. You know what I mean?
Bill Burr changed to the point I don't really like him anymore.
Sorry?
Bill Burr was one of my favorite comedians, and I've listened to his podcast over the last 2 years and watched him change. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really like you anymore.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Jim Carr and a couple other comedians that have taken hard stances on different things. I'm like, you know what? Can you just hey buddy, how's it going today? 420 East Side Clubhouse. You guys have to go check out his channel and follow him.
Let's do a bongo time for 426.
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you, and I appreciate that.
We're almost gonna have a 427.
And we're gonna do a bong in your honor, a bongo time for you joining us.
All right, bongo time.
If you are happy birthday, David. Thank you so much, my friend. That is amazing. I appreciate you coming to say hi and join us and smoke some bowls with us. We just got lost in a deep conversation with Ezra Miller and the current escapades that Ezra Miller has caused and the delay of DC's universe now because of it. And it's about to talk about the fact that Thor Love and Thunder still has no trailer. And I think this is because the Multiverse of Madness is actually going to scapegoat is in Ezra's being scapegoated because he is because the movie just isn't working. I mean, I love that idea because DC needed 8 movies to set up the Flashpoint paradox to do it properly, and they've set up nothing but one scene. Oh, if they're going to scapegoat, though, in this climate, I don't think they'd scapegoat the newly trans. But hey, Ezra still went out and did the crime, so maybe. Yeah. Well, I mean, DC has never taken stances like this before. So I don't really know why this stance was so important.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's a really good point that this could literally all be to get out of releasing Flashpoint.
I think they just had too many shitters, and they know that if they do this one, everybody's gonna be DC's dead, basically.
I could see an executive having come up with that, going like, "Hey, this is a good opportunity. We can blame Ezra for everything and relaunch."
Now they can restart the Justice League. They can make the mistakes, fix everything that Whedon did, and maybe redo it all. I don't know.
I mean, like, Ezra apparently accosted a couple on stage during karaoke in Hawaii. And then later that night, broke into their room, verbally accosted them again, and stole their passports and licenses and some other stuff. They all got their stuff back. Ezra was arrested a couple hours after it happened, and that was the end.
I gotta look more into that because that's a crazy story. I gotta find out why.
Yeah, honestly, and it's so funny because something like that happens that's kind of really more newsworthy, but we're still talking about a dude getting fucking slapped.
I never even heard the Ezra stuff except through you guys, like a few days ago. Did they use him?
I don't know. I didn't watch. I didn't watch it. Like he is in Peacemaker. Oh right, he's in. I showed you guys that scene at the end where they're all there.
Yeah, all the Avengers.
Except Batman, and they had Batman in it. You can see they released a picture or something got leaked where you can see Batman and
Superman.
Yeah, and that's who's missing in the next one. No, Superman's in the final cut.
And were you saying earlier Amber Heard is going to be in Aquaman 2?
Is that not who is in Aquaman 1?
Yes, but I thought she wasn't going to get the role. Do you know that she was? Because
No. Okay, so that's Aquaman's girlfriend, right? Like the redhead chick. Yeah. That's Amber Heard. Okay, and that's also Johnny Depp's ex-wife, right?
Yeah.
So because of apparently no on-screen chemistry, they were going. It's almost 4:20, by the way. They were going to cut her, but it seems she is getting to fulfill her contract because it was a 3-movie deal, a 3-picture deal, and she's fulfilled 2 of them.
But you're talking about the Ezra stuff. I've heard audio. You can find it online. Because Johnny Depp taped some of their conversations. She's talking about false accusations against him. She's like, no one's going to believe you because you're a man and I can do whatever. She got part of his finger and she's downplaying it. And then he won Pirates of the Caribbean. And now she's going to get to do Aquaman 2, even though all that stuff is on tape. And turns out he really didn't do anything.
Yeah, well, we've known for a little while that he didn't do anything, and now the media has moved on to other parts.
Yep.
I think every time we talk about DC, we should just have a flushing of a toilet.
Oh, they're in court right now? I thought everything was already resolved. Well, as soon as it was resolved in the eye of the... Again, this is why I usually don't talk about celebrities outside of the movies they make, because... it just boils down to they all suck. You give anybody enough money and enough freedom, and inevitably they're going to turn into a piece of shit.
I think we missed 420.
No, it's right now.
All right. Yeah, they're not Amber Heard. I don't know how she's still just getting stuff. She should have been.
And then, thank you very much, sir. And thank you for the sponsorship. As usual, everybody go check out Mad Dab Labs. First, follow them here. Because he does some COD first-person shooter gaming. And as well, check them out online at maddablabs.com, where you can find all of these fine cannabis products that we're smoking.
So, thank you for the swamp weed, sir.
Yes, thank you very much.
Woo!
And I apologize to Smoke and Run, but I really do need to be somewhere.
All right, well, you enjoy your time in Toronto, sir, and... Just so everyone can put a face to it, let's just one time real quick.
For all the ankle fans in the chat, if there
That
are
is Zach showing some leg right before he shows some behind and gets out of here. Sir, say hi to our friend Carl.
I will.
And, I'm sure you'll be listening in on your way there until something better starts on streaming.
And thanks 420 Sesh for stopping by, and thanks to chat for looking, and I'll see you guys later.
All right, bud. How you going?
Yep. Bye.
Cut right off. All right, and we're back. So our final, well, not our final piece of news, but another topic we were talking about is the fact that Thor Love and Thunder's trailer, this is the longest any superhero or comic-based or geek-based movie has ever waited to drop a trailer for it. This comes out, what is it, June? No, May. I was supposed to have dates up.
Or July 5th.
Sorry, yeah, July 5th. So, I mean, this is less than 90 days. Yeah. No, it's only just over 90 days that we got it going. So, yeah, this is the longest they've ever waited. No,
I said, they just released the toys.
Yeah, well, they've released 2 sets of toys now.
Okay.
So here's the toys. Oh, no, these are the Multiverse of Madness toys. But this does have wow, that has a weird... Oh, we were talking about the Multiverse of Madness toys.
Okay.
But I forgot to upload the picture for July 8th is the day it comes out. Sorry, I forgot to upload the picture for these toys. But yeah, we're so Thor Love and Thunder, and the reason for this is most likely that what happens in Multiverse of Madness, which is these toys that we brought up, is going to have a massive effect on how the rest of the MCU is working. A couple theorists out there, and something that I've been talking about for the last 2 years almost, is that they're probably taking from the House of M storyline.
Yeah.
Meaning that Wanda is going to play a pivotal role in this. Now, the new theory is that we haven't been watching the main Marvel continuity.
Yeah.
That 19999 is not the real one. That something has gone wrong to divert, and why we didn't have mutants and all this other stuff. So they could retcon a lot of business problems all in one wicked change in a movie. So what I'm saying is that we don't have a preview yet, because the movie Multiverse of Madness is going to change so much that anything in Thor Love and Thunder may actually give away plot points to Multiverse of Madness.
True.
So that's pretty exciting, because I have been just biting at the I'm just so excited to see. Well, Multiverse of Madness, I love this film. I love what they're going to do, the House M storyline. But it means we're one step closer after this film's done to what I'm really waiting for, which is Thor Love and Thunder, and to see Gore the God Butcher.
And how much is Phase 4 going to change after this, after we see the Multiverse of Madness, like we were saying today?
Well, we're going to have mutants. That's the first. Actually, you know what we were talking about earlier is, now that Zach's gone, we're going to watch the featurette that just came out with Multiverse of Madness. So let's share the screen and dive into what's going to happen in Multiverse of Madness.
This universe is only one of an infinite number. Mr. Strange, who are you
in this vast multiverse? Stephen Strange, your reckoning is long overdue.
So I really think that voiceover right here, which we're going to watch it again in a second, but this one's important. And we have fruit roll-ups. Because Ryan bought fruit roll-ups today. And I think this is voiced over something else. Just for the record.
Only Peters May 6th. Tickets on sale now.
Those are delicious. So we're going to watch it again.
This universe is only one of an infinite number.
So we start off by hearing the Ancient One's voice from Doctor Strange, the first Doctor Strange.
Mr. Strange.
Oh, sorry. I'm pretty sure that's from What If.
Who are you?
In this vast multiverse, Stephen Strange.
So Mordo speaking here. Again, I still feel like this is just this voiced over the wrong part, just to lead us astray.
Your reckoning is long overdue.
So I keep trying to stop it on this part perfectly, but I don't know. Who does that look like to you?
Looks like Tom Cruise Iron Man.
I mean, if we didn't already meet Kang, I would have said it's Kang, it's Iron Lad, but I agree with you. It looks like Tom Cruise's. It looked like. I mean, that doesn't look like Photon or Spectrum, whichever. Photon, Monica Rambeau.
And Iron Man looks a little shorter.
Straight up, yes, I agree. Iron Man in that picture does look a little shorter. And that's what we're at. I don't know. But here, we'll keep going through the. This could also be a Captain Marvel. Variant.
Only meters May 6th. Tickets on sale now.
I didn't mean to do that. So yeah, I'm wondering if that voice. Sorry, I'm gonna stop sharing this as well. But I wonder if that voiceover right there is the ancient one or not. Oh yeah. Oh, I have it upstairs, but I actually got a friend of mine when we went to go see Morbius, which we're going to talk about again tonight. And we'll get into a little bit more about what we didn't like, what we did like, as well as we're going to be talking about episode 2 of Moon Knight. We're always going to be a week behind so that people have an opportunity to get there and watch it. We realize not everyone's as obsessed as we are. So you have 1 week, go spoiler free. And after we're done talking about episode 2 and breaking it down a little bit, we'll probably watch part of it. After we're done with that, we will tell you how we feel about episode 3, but we will not be going over it in any depth until next week. We won't be doing this next week. Why is that, Ryan?
We got a big event planned for 420, and it's going to be huge with giveaways. What giveaway are we giving away, Barry?
We are giving away this Bong prize pack. As well, we'll have all the information up for the show that's local. In that prize pack as well, we're going to be adding things like the Stay Lifted production one-hitters. Nice little dugout for you. There'll be some other things inside that box, so we'll break that all down for you tonight as well. But yeah, tonight we're going to be primarily focusing on Moon Knight, which is Marvel's newest television show about Mark Spector. So yeah, that's what we're going to be handling this evening. What did you think about episode 3? Which we can just talk about how happy we were. We're just not going to give any details away.
Episode 3? I liked it. It kind of summed up the first 2 episodes and what kind of his background and past a little more in Mark Spectrum's world. I guess we'll leave it at that to not spoil it.
Every episode seems to just be giving us new and fun perspectives. So I'm really excited to go over episode 2, where we get to see so much more mirror work. And
do you think with your movie coming, is Gore going to take out Moon Knight? Or Khonshu?
Well, maybe not Khonshu, because his avatar is strong and used to fighting and so on and so forth. But maybe he goes after some of the other gods. Maybe that's the post-credit and why we're not getting... maybe that could just be it. The post-credit of this film is...
maybe that's why they haven't released it yet, because they don't know what Gore... They want people to see who Gore is.
Exactly, right? We want the surprise in the post-credit. This is Gore now.
That could be it. That's an interesting theory. I haven't heard that yet. So
and
there you go, everyone. There's the first theory right there.
I loved it. As soon as Moon Knight started showing gods, talking about gods properly, I'm like, oh, they're actually calling them gods. Cool. Then, yeah, I started to think that's probably going to lead right into gore. We're just going to get a quick word from our sponsor. We'll be right back.
Didn't study at Princeton, but a proven convict. I'm more like a Winston and got friends like John Wick. Some spent time in Kingston, others were gone quick. There just ain't too many places you can move me from. On my white boy flow, I'm about to drop a doozy, son. Bars hitting heavy like an extended Uzi drum. Only a handful living life they make movies from. 3 sheets to the wind, and I still be spitting better. You can't be fair skinned and suck at the written letter. They'll never have me pinned, only getting better. Lord knows I've sinned with that forbidden cheddar. Originality can be astounding the game, but it seems auto-tune got you all sounding the same. Time to take your own lane instead of crowding the train. You know pigs saying to me if there's no loud.
And we're back, everyone. Barry just had to step out for a sec. So, you know what? We're going to smoke a bongo. A B-O-N-G-O. And bongo is his name-o. Full bowl full, ready to go. Here we go.
Sorry, no transition there. Just had to check in on our puppy, who actually just turned 12 or 13? 12. So my dog's old as well as I am.
Oh, yeah, that's
Whew.
the 80s and doggy.
It's almost time for a bowl there. Guess we're going to do a bongo time.
Alright.
And of course, at any point, you type bongo time in the chat. 1, 2, or all of us will smoke a bong. So, bongo time. It's really funny that I grabbed the wrong picture of the wrong place. So you're going to say that they released the Thor Love and Thunder, the actual Marvel copyright, like their production toys.
Sure.
But they released a set with Lego a while ago now that kind of showed costume design. And it was kind of amazing that they allowed that out.
Sure.
And it shows...
No, it's got to be it. Like, now that I think about it, like, it's got to be showing gore. That's why we haven't seen this yet. That's why I knew how Moon Knight's connected and why pretty much the whole season was just about a postseason.
Well, that's the thing, right? Every movie is just an advertisement for another movie or another property.
That's true.
That's just the way it is. So there's been a couple different toy segments come out here. Here's the one you were talking about, right? Yeah. So I'll bring up these two so everyone else can see what we're talking about. I always forget when I'm out getting images that people can still see us.
True.
And then see if it lets me bring the other one. Because this is the more popular one. No, no. So I really want to show the Lego set. It's kind of funny. Nah, it's not the right size. I want to see this one. So Ryan, what else do we have going on for 420 this year? We have a couple stunt. Well, here we got the toys up. Sorry, here's horribly blurry and not very good to see, but they show a couple of people that are going to be there, including Star-Lord, Thor, obviously, Jane Foster, Gore, and Groot. So yeah, we're going to see. It's been confirmed that it will have the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Because obviously he left with them.
Yeah.
Jane Foster turns into Thor at some point, which, I mean, I don't hate her by any means.
Yeah, but
so
you don't want her to direct the franchise or the movie for you?
I mean, up until now, the only reason I don't like her is because she just hasn't done a good job.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just she's not the best character.
Yeah, this is going to be a main role for her, or at least assistant lead or something, right? So
Well,
she's going to have to do a lot in this one.
she has the hammer.
Yeah.
So
It's just going to be a lot of her. We'll see what she does.
now, yeah, that story originally in the comic book is about her getting cancer and Multiverse Madness toys. Yeah, so it's originally about her getting cancer and then taking the hammer brings her the power of Thor, which takes her the cancer, but every time she stops being Thor, the cancer starts again. So she has to keep being Thor to keep it up, welcome that James guy, our executive producer from out west. Thank you for joining
Bongo
us.
Time.
You check, as we always say here, a ton of where we get our stuff from. Well, I mean, not our breakdowns, but any news we're talking about, we're usually getting at least 70% of it from one of his outlets, being Small Screen,
Big shout out to
Punk
Small
Beast.
Screen.
Punk
Beast.
I was just on the third, and I'm Geekosity. I remembered all three, even though we're really high right now. Thank you very much, sir, and Bongo Time. And of course, we will be back again tonight talking about Moon Knight episode 2 and breaking down Moon Knight episode 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, James, a little earlier, if you were just joining us, we were talking about Ezra Miller, the fact that Thor: Love and Thunder has still not released a trailer, and what that implies. As I think it implies that
We're going to see Gore.
Yeah, I think Gore's going to be somehow in Multiverse of Madness or Moon Knight.
Yeah, one of the two.
Whether it's a post-credit scene or the fact that Multiverse of Madness will change so much of the universe that they don't want plot leaks, or maybe it just has to do with Moon Knight.
I think you're more right with Moon Knight, to be honest. Now that I
Yeah.
think about it, because it's gonna be right before the Strange release, and
I love when we drop theories by accident.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess Ryan and I's combined theory is that Gore is showing up at the end of Moon Knight. So do you think they'll follow the same format and give us a second last episode post-credit scene? Or I guess if we're right, it'll be the very last episode's post-credit scene.
Yeah, I'll probably be in the last post-credit scene, and that's what the whole show is entertaining us for.
Everything is just a commercial for the next thing, and that's kind of okay with me now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the comic books were too, right? Like when they were planning big events and big things, like every comic book would start leading some hints here and there. And
oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited for these two films. We talk about them a lot. They can't come quick enough. There will probably be a teaser for Thor before Doctor Strange.
That would make sense. I think your theory is right.
Full trailer will be attached to Doctor Strange.
You broke the Feige code.
If that James guy doesn't answer anymore, it's because he was too correct, and the sniper has finished his job. Yeah, I agree. I think Thor is going to be heavily attached, but now I'm wondering if they're actually going to wait all the way to May 6th to finally release it for like Thor's trailer or any marketing for Thor.
Yeah.
Sorry, that last hit got me high, and now I'm just trying to collect my thought for a second. But
no worries.
I really think Gore's going to show up and kill somebody. Maybe he'll
show up and probably kill the other avatars, or maybe eat Ethan Hawke. That could be it. He could maybe kill.
Oh man! And again, check them out Friday nights at 6 or 6:30 Eastern Standard Time on YouTube for Small Screen. Their discourse is absolutely hilarious. They have some really good characters on there. I like Clint, but that James guy is the best one on there. Oh, I love when Kevin Feige shows up. Well, I mean, probably tonight. Actually, I was going to see if maybe our sponsor would send a couple Moonrock joints, and we could get super stoned on air. Well, I mean, we're gonna get super stoned anyways, but we should probably do it with a couple joints as well as all the bong tokes.
Amen.
So that's our kind of discourse on Thor. We think, maybe he will show. Which god do you think he's gonna kill? Because it's not like he's gonna show up and kill all.
I think Ethan Hawke.
Do you think Amut will get into Ethan? Yeah, but I mean, that will have meant that he succeeded.
Or maybe Amut, maybe the queen.
No, I think Khonshu and the other gods are going to have to take down Amut for it to conclude the series.
I don't think it's going to be Khonshu, but maybe.
Maybe Hotha. the god of music and sound and art and stuff. Because it's gonna have to be like a character being. It's gonna have to be like one of the gods that isn't important to the Moon Knight storyline. The way that we're gonna see Russell Crowe potentially just for the sake of murdering him.
Maybe we'll see Russell Crowe. I don't know. We could.
I mean, they have so many gods already in the show. It makes sense for them to just use one that they have.
Yeah, maybe Zeus shows up because he from over in Greece.
Yeah, you just think they're.
Egyptian guys?
Do you think they're just on a party chat line together?
Yeah.
The Olympic gods, and the Egyptian gods.
Pretty much.
That's hilarious. So yeah, we're coming close to wrapping up our 420 session, but we will be back tonight to talk all about Moon Knight and get really deep into that, and probably all geekdom and other things surrounding them. I appreciate all you joining us on my birthday session. 40 has been really fun. Oh, and my wife bought me that as one of my gifts, which is Groigu noodles bowl. So it has like a spot for chopsticks and stuff. So I'm excited for that because I eat a lot of noodles. I like noodles a lot. So I'm very excited for that. So yeah, we're going to be back tonight around right before 10 o'clock. Huge shout out to that James guy and Kevin Feige for joining us. And, I'm glad Kevin Feige's sniper missed. Token Garcia, thank you very much for joining us. 420. That's always a pleasure having the chat, man. Yeah, we will be talking offline today a little bit. Kaz, thanks for joining us. We're just signing off and saying our goodbyes, but let's hit a bongo time for the chat.
I didn't green up for your birthday this year.
Yeah, you're still awake. I'm so proud of you. Last year we directed a music video and shot it, and Ryan passed out and threw up and too many edibles. So he's not allowed to do edibles on our big days anymore.
No, yeah.
Or at least none over like 200. He did like
2,000 milligrams. That's it, at least.
So we banned him from doing edibles. Edible like competitions, like when we do stunts with edibles, you're not allowed to be part of that anymore.
Fair enough.
Well, we just know the results. You just go to bed and you leave me alone to do everything. But again, next Wednesday we're going to be going live for 15 hours, or no longer than that. It's going to be from 4:20 a.m. Eastern Standard until the show ends, with a couple small breaks. But we're going to be going live almost solid for that entire time on both YouTube and Twitch. We will be having live music at the end of the night at a real venue that we've rigged up with cameras and stuff. We're giving away a big, massive giveaway pack that day.
Bongo.
Giving away even more in person, including free joints, if anybody wants to come, or if you happen to be in the Barrie, Ontario area. So yeah, thank you very much for being there. You want to hit one more bong before we go? I mean, it's my birthday. You might as well be really high.
Absolutely.
So if you haven't seen it yet, go watch episode 2 and join us at 10 p.m. And of course, stay tuned and stay lifted.
Don't forget your swamp weed.
Thank you so much, my friend. And please, I don't know, I've known that James guy for many, many years. Have a great evening, or good evening, everybody, and we'll be back very soon. I'm going to throw some videos on, so we're not ending right this second.
Let's get dangerous. Dangerous.
start the punk rock show. For a dirty, rough and tumble show, nothing beats a dive. It's where I spent the best nights of my life. Nights I can't remember, but I won't soon forget. Punk rock isn't dead, it's still alive. Tonight, at the world's greatest dive.
No matter where you go, there you are.
Didn't study at Princeton, but a proven convict. I'm more like a Winston and got friends like John Wick. Some spent time in Kingston, others were gone quick. There just ain't too many places you can move me from. On my white boy flow, I'm about to drop a doozy, son. Bars hitting heavy like an extended Uzi drum. Only a handful living life they make movies from. 3 sheets to the wind, and I still be spitting better. You can't be fair-skinned and suck at the written letter. They'll never have me pinned, only getting better. Lord knows I've sinned with that forbidden cheddar. Originality can be astounding in the game, but it seems auto-tune got you all sounding the same. Time to take your own lane instead of crowding the train. You know, pigs saying to me